Good to see you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kim Tek from Tiumbaio. It's been a while. It's an honor to introduce my company to you all, and thank you for providing me an opportunity. Thank you all, staff members.
오늘 말씀드릴 내용
So today I would like to introduce you the overview and our pipeline, and we will also show you our growth strategy. So our company it works on rare disease therapy. So by coming up with the treatment for rare diseases, we want to save lives and give hope to those patients. So that is the key of our company. And in order to achieve that goal, we have to create market value and get recognized from the global market. So I would like to categorize the strength of our company into three. First is we focus on increasing our specialty in rare diseases. That is because our chance of succeeding clinical trials and coming up with a treatment is very high. I myself has been engaged in new rare disease treatment for 3 decades. And what shows high efficacy and what can be licensed in the market and what can be commercialized, I think that is the key value. And because in that sense, if we fail so, because the entire process is too long, there must be a lot of failures, and sometimes people would stop their business. So we really wanted to focus on inventing a new drug with efficacy. So based on all the experiences of our staff members, we wanted to invent a new drug. So in that sense, we have three different new drug inventing system. First is compound small molecule, and next is gene recomposition, and next is antibody. What matters the most is Tium, a biopharmaceutical company that comes up with a new drug and passes licensing in Korea, the United States, and Japan. If you look for a company who succeeded all in the global market, but we actually do have experience of getting licenses in the overseas market on top of Korea. Well, then this is the pipeline of ours. You must pay a lot of attention to TGF beta and VEGFR2. So we have inhibitory anti-cancer drug. So nowadays the trend of cancer treatment is immunotherapy. That is because it has high efficacy of um, letting patients to live longer, and anti-PD-L1 medicine is the trend, and it has a high potential of growth. However, it does work in some specific cancer fields. However, the response rate is relatively low, and why? After conducting some research, if you take a look at TGF beta or VEGFR2, the releasing materials when used with Kitro, among others, it has to activate the immune system and attack the tumor. However, it um, induces inhibitory efficacy, so that decreases the efficacy of cancer treatment. So, by using inhibitory anti-cancer drug, we can successfully deliver the administered drug, and by increasing the efficacy, we can successfully attack the cancer cell. And by inhibiting the VEGFR2, so that in order to kill the tumor cell, we can increase the tumor infiltration rate. So we have that platform, and this drug itself is actually has this PD-L1 and CTLA4 or OX40, among others. And we will significantly increase the currently low response rate. These graphs show our strength, what differentiates us from others. So the interferon gamma is released in the human body to increase the immune system, and it can attack the tumor cell. So this is the key molecule. However, currently my laser pointer doesn't work well, but if you take a look at the PGF meta, the gamma's secretion itself is inhibited. However, when used together with our materials, if you administer it in the human body, then the interferon gamma secretion goes back to the normal stage. However, the TGF beta or antibodies, if you see the efficacy of itself does not have successful rate, but if you compare with other materials, ours show an excellent efficacy. So we secured this system thanks to studying the human body. So in terms of phase 1 and phase 2 clinical trials, we are working on them in Korea and the United States. And we are in the stage of increasing the dosage because we have to decide the dose that we will use in the second trial. And we finished cohort 1 and we safely moved on to cohort 2. So the results of cohort 1 and cohort 2, if we have any academic conference or if there's any official channel opportunity, then I'll be able to share our further results. But the cohort 1 had a very low dose, but we saw a very promising signal. So researchers have achieved a very good result, and we're looking for a partner. So for a combined administration contract. So there are global pharmaceutical companies, so who are working on clinical trials. We are working on tislelizumab and Novartis, and we're working on trials. And why we chose this is the conventional Keytruda. If we compound our materials with them, probably we'll have higher efficacy. So as a combined administration contract partner, thanks to this partnership, we will have a strategic partnership with tislelizumab. And in terms of phase 1 and trial, we completed it within 1 year. And with combination, we have to work on dose settings. So we are likely to finish that stage in next year. Next pipeline is endometriosis treatment. So this is frequently found in pregnant women, 1 or 2 in 10. So it's a very common disease. Currently, injection-based lifileucel brand treatment is done. But one of the severest side effects is that it decreases the female hormone in the women's body, so it is a very severe side effect. And currently, we're working on this oral pill. So this GnRH antagonist helps. So it keeps the women's hormone, so that without have to worry about the hormone issues, you can successfully treat endometriosis treatment. So the GnRH antagonist will lead the trend. And currently in 5 nations in Europe, we're currently working on the second clinical trial, phase 2A. And as you can see on the slide, there are 20 comprehensive research, but currently there is ongoing Ukraine incident, so there was a delay in our research. However, in order to overcome that situation, we reached Poland and Czech. So we have secured 27 treatment sample testes. So already 7 patients finished administrating, and we are listening to consultations of PIs. And since we're taking a randomized approach, we never know who got the real medicine or placebo. but they reportedly said that the pain significantly decreased. So last year and 2 years ago, I said this treatment for sure has efficacy. That is what, because the dose of estradiol has decreased according to our study. So since we secured that result, the efficacy will have no problem. And so far, we have detected no side effect. So we are seeing promising results. Next is the last pipeline I'll introduce you is hemophilia remedy. So this we got licensing, and we uh, invented this in 2017, and we got licensing in later on. So the blood type A, B, among others, in order to treat their hemophilia, we have pipelines in all blood types. The entire market size is about 11 trillion won. And because of the change of the exchange rate, I would say it's almost 14 trillion won. And when it comes to hemophilia type A treatment, is currently we have secured it, and we are also working on biopassing agent to help hemophilia with neutralizing antibiotics. And we increased half-life by 6 to 7 fold, so it's significantly more convenient. As you can see on the graph on the bottom left, the nosediving graph is the conventional one, but the right ones are ours. So usually, hemophilia patients have to take medication every 2 hours. However, thanks to this, you can increase the efficacy, and it's highly convenient. So we have secured a very successful candidate. So not only in Korea, but we are planning to enter the clinical phase in the second half of this year in overseas as well. And we are planning to finish that. And next is our growth strategy. First of all is Initium Therapeutics. In the year of 2000, we established this in Boston, United States. This is 100% ours, so we have 100% market share. And we are working on immunotherapy and immunological diseases and fibrosis drugs. So we will secure about 3 pipelines by next year, including high-performance single and dual antibody development platform. The reason why we established this branch in Boston is that there are a lot of pharmaceutical companies working in Boston. So there is a very secure ecosystem for biopharmaceutical companies. So we can interact with biopharma companies. So there is a high chance of open innovation. So that meets our vision. So technological transfer, among others, will be easily done. And in terms of pharmaceutical companies in Korea, there are a lot of competitive researchers in Korea. Well, it was really difficult to collaborate with researchers in the United States. Pfizer, Merck, Moderna, among other researchers, were in the United States. So we are in collaboration with those researchers. So those advanced companies' experience and know-how can be shared with our company in Boston. So we're seeking the value of technological transfer. So we're planning to go public in the Nasdaq market by year 2025. In Korea, there are a lot of constraints to go public in the Korean stock market. However, I personally think going public in the United States is relatively easier. Next is um, May last year, we established Proteome Science, and there are a lot of biotech companies and pharmaceutical companies in Korea that want to work on this science. So there is high demand. So if in order to come up with antibody or cell therapy, you need manufacturing capability, and embedding this capability in a company is really difficult. So, from cell development to test toxicity and manufacturing and clinical trials, Our we are based on the strategic partnership with Tiumbayo, from cell development to manufacturing. We have CDO, CDMO service. So we established a company that can do from A to Z. And our short-term goal is by year 2025, we showed 2 billion Korean won in the recent years, and we're planning to show 4 billion sales in a year, and later on fourfold of them. And in the end, we were planning to go public in the stock market. Next is what got a lot of attention last summer. We had a strategic partnership with SK Plasma. SK Plasma is a non-public company that work on pharmaceutical. So based on the donated blood, they work on inventing a new drug and manufacturing them and sell them. Not only in Korea, but Middle East or South America or other Asian markets. Uh, it is a medical company that sell plasma to overseas market. Why we have a strategic partnership with this company is that we have this common goal, which is inventing hemophilia treatment. So we figured out this company is really good at hemophilia treatment sales. But on the other hand, their weak point was securing a new drug pipeline. So we provide them a pipeline, and they, based on our pipeline, they can work on sales. So biomanufacturing, thanks to our bio platform, we can make use of this non-public uh, company, SK Plasma. We can grow this company later on so that we could go public and get fruitful results, returns in the end. Next, coming up with a new drug. Well, the new drug development field is rapidly changing. After we went public, what we worked on is why don't where can we do better in terms of developing a pipeline? Why don't we create a chip that can conduct efficacy or toxicity level? So we adopted MapsGen's organ on a chip technology, and on the right, microbiomes platform. We went on developing a cryogenic inhibitor, kinase inhibitor. So based on the conventional platform, it was really difficult to select kinase inhibitor specifically. So that's why we are working on propelling a mutual development. The last slide is that developing a new drug is a very specific and special field where it requires collaboration from various fields. So our company has a strength in the discovery field, and in order to strengthen that, through open innovation, we can create a new drug pipeline. And second, with SK Plasma or SK Bio, among other mid-sized or giant biopharmaceutical companies, thanks to collaboration, we will further develop our pipeline or make strategic partnerships which can benefit both. By seeking strategic partnership, we will keep working on our foundation to benefit our partners and us. And one of our former presenters once mentioned about our goal. And like I said, you never appreciate medicines, but even if it cures you, right? But if you think about it, what really benefits a patient, and if people, the medical sector, provide that, it would help, but I wouldn't be like happy and sad just because of like single daily charts of our stock price. But instead of focusing on the stock price, I'll just purely focus on the efficacy and the value, true value of our company. So based on that, I will keep working on developing new medicine. Thank you.